I don't think we've ever told people Katie's like that's so wild. If you don't know my story, my husband is Kenyan. That's some good mayonnaise. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Sarah. If you're new here, my husband and I have 11 children together. I don't know why I said that. People do ask in public, in real life. Today I am going to take you along in our day a little bit. I'm hoping to get an update from Judah. Judah's our oldest, who got married in September, and we haven't really talked about what's going on in his life in a long time, so hoping to get an update from him. Thank you to Grunes for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to show you my mayonnaise recipe. A lot of you guys ask about that all the time. I have finally found the no-fail mayonnaise recipe that it literally does not fail me, and if it does, I have a trick even for that. So I'm going to show you guys that today and just take you along.
Are you doing a life update, please?
Guys, today Katie and Judah are around here. Actually, Judah's headed out, but I thought it'd be fun to get a little life update from him because you haven't heard from him much for a while. Look at my wide angle, Judah. Isn't that cool? It's not cool. It's a new camera that I don't like. But it is very wide angle. Makes me feel wide. There we go. Anyway, what do you want to tell people like what you're up to these days?
Katie and I right now are living in Lincoln, in town, in a little duplex. It's a nice small little place.
It's cute.
Kind of near the church, like 10 minutes from church on the west side of town.
Okay, don't tell them exactly where you live.
I'm gonna tell them exactly where we live.
Okay, that's the area.
Yeah, all right. In town, in a duplex, and it's nice. We've been enjoying it, and married life is awesome. So we've been having fun. Katie's works as a substitute teacher. So she goes to schools all across town, elementary, middle, and high school. I don't think we've ever told people Katie's a teacher.
We have on Publish Channel.
Oh, yeah.
Katie has a degree in childhood education and such, so she does that. And then I'm working at the church. I'm the youth pastor at the church right now, so that's been great and that's been a lot of fun. I've also been training our missions team, the next team that's going to Japan, like I did. Some of you would remember that I went to Japan for a year. Another team's going and I've been training them. So I work at the church a lot doing those things. And then I also am working on something really cool. So I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer for Freedom Family Mortgage. That's my dad's company. And doing loans for people, helping people to buy houses and refinance their houses. And if any of you are looking for services, I actually probably could help you to buy your house or refinance your house. We're licensed in a lot of states and got years of experience. I'm learning from multiple people who have been in the industry for a long, long time. So I'll leave my email down in the description. If anybody needs help, I'd love to help you. But
yeah, you're busy. He does a great job youth pastoring and the finance stuff. You're like your father. You like the pastoring and the finance.
Exactly.
So married life is good.
Married life is greght. Katie's right over there. She's not on camera.
She's giving a big thumbs up.
She's smiling. Yeah, I never thought that I would not have believed you if you told me just a few years ago that I would be doing finances and working in the church, just like my dad. I'd have been like, no way.
Really?
Yeah, but the older I get, the more I end up like my father. It's kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, I don't think you're the one that's the most like him, but you are a lot like him, especially the way your mind thinks a lot. Yeah.
I think between me and Luka and Micah, we have all different aspects of his personality split up.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, I think I get my sense of humor from you, though.
Yeah, there are some things that, yes. Well, humor doesn't translate. We always say that. Jokes don't translate. And so you're more American than Kenyan. I think that's where.
That could be true.
That makes sense.
We always say jokes don't translate. The things he thinks are funny, we're all like.
But I think there's a David family inappropriate humor that I have that doesn't.
That's true. You have to let us know if you're in an interracial relationship.
International.
Not an interracial. International relationship. Do you Is that the right word?
Is that the term?
International, yes.
International.
Do you think that, like we do, that jokes don't translate well? Like, what one culture finds funny, another is like, that's not that funny. I'd love to know. First of all, the biggest news out here, well, besides the dogs bringing toys around, hi Bubba, is it is 60s outside. This morning when I milked cows, it was high 30s. Yeah, 39. Oh man, it felt so good just to be out in the fresh air at 8 in the morning. We're getting tons of milk because we're now separating the cows. We're not milking every day, so the days we want to milk, separate the cows calves from the mamas the night before. They can see each other over a fence. They're not stressed. It was a little stressful for them the first day because they didn't know what was going on, and now they're like, oh, we know. We're going to be reunited. We give them a lot of food and water, and anyway, now we get milk. Before we were like milking for half a gallon. Now we're getting like 6 gallons every day. It's awesome. So it just, like, homestead life feels real good right now. You have your ups and downs, you know what I mean? These dogs are so muddy. So that's the thing when you got new construction. It's a mud pit everywhere. Look at him sleeping good in that mud pit. Yes, muddy dogs. But I tell you, it's wonderful. When the weather turns nice and you're spending a ton of time outside, we've been doing a lot of school outside this week. We just are rarely inside. That's the way it should be. Anyway, it feels so good to be out in the sun. Also, I'm finally feeling better. I sound still a little stuffed. It's been a long, long road, but it really feels good to be feeling better. Today we have help with cleaning. You can hear the vacuum in the background. I love cleaning day. And the last couple days I have literally given up on the dirt in this house. This is a good before. Yuck, yuck. Check it out, guys. This is a real life of living on a homestead. Are those spots in the wood floor? No, that's all dirt. There are spots too, but... This is where we wash our milk machine, and it sometimes just smells now like cow manure. So it'll be nice to get it really cleaned up today. Actually, it doesn't smell too bad, but the rags that we use to clean the cows, everything has just been extra disgusting because it's spring mud. But I'm not complaining. It's awesome. See, when this thing is full of jars, it means we have barely any milk, and right now the jars are disappearing. I love it. A lot of my kids are off to piano and voice lesson today. Micah actually drove them there, which is great to have another driver. And Katie's helping me. She helps me 1 or 2 times a week. Sometimes Belle helps me too with homeschool. That's just something we started over the last month or 2, and it's going so great. They both especially help me with the little one's school, especially Seth. And then kind of keeping everybody else on track. And then for a couple days a week, I don't do any work at all. I don't vlog hardly. I don't edit at all. No emails. And I just hone in on homeschool. And I absolutely love those 2 days too. But I just don't let myself be distracted by anything else. So it is really, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep this up or they'll want to help me. But it has been super, super helpful. I think I've been homeschooling for maybe 18 years. I gotta think of how old Judah is. 16, 17 years. And it's just a long time of constantly doing it. And we do year round. And so I think also just having somebody else come in with some fresh creativity and energy and ideas. And just having it so I can focus on what I'm sharing with you guys. What is it? Did I just get mud? Where did I get that from? Oh my goodness. We're living in mud. Anyway, I don't even know what I touched or how I got cow. Oh, it's the dogs. You guys probably noticed it before I did. What was I saying? Having them help in this season, it has been a good rest for me just to have a couple days a week. And then teaching young ones to read and write is very intense. And so just having someone else help me with that for a little while, it has been amazing. I know it's not always possible, but I have a friend who actually encouraged me to do that because she had someone coming in to help her, and she also has a lot of children and has been homeschooling as long, or just a little longer than I have. And she just has someone coming in helping with like English and writing or something like that. And just having somebody take it off your plate for a little while is just really nice when you have done it all yourself in every season, basically. So that's going really well. Anyway, she's up there working with some little ones while the middle ones are all at lessons. And you know, my older ones all have their own thing that they're doing. They're working and doing this and that. But I love that he's just 16, so he can drive, but he's kind of involved in more like what's going on in the house still. Not so busy outside of the house. He does leave a lot for different things, but he also, like, he's going to lessons with all of them. So that kind of works well for me. And sometimes I go to lessons with them and work with them while they're there, or go visit my grandma, or sometimes I just stay home and get work done and do things around here. Today, I'm behind. These ladies are coming in here to clean soon, and I gotta put away all these clean dishes that I washed this morning because I didn't feel like washing them last night. Real life. While I'm in here, I wanted to tell you about a product that we've been using and really loving. I still have my Muds sweater on just because, you know, I like to keep it real and authentic over here. I haven't had a chance to change. I just keep cleaning things. But I wanted to tell you about Groons. We've been taking, in fact, this bag is almost gone. And we've really been loving these here. This is real nutrition brought to you through gummies in nutrient-dense whole food ingredients, which is amazing. There are so many nutrition wellness companies out there. A lot of them have low quality ingredients and small nutrient doses. Groons is different. We started taking them. We had heard a lot about them, and we tried them out. My daughter, actually, Belle, she loved them. And she was taking them very, very regularly. Well, while all of us got sick, she stayed healthy. Wouldn't you know it? And I know it has helped her immunity a lot. And so when I saw that, I got on the bandwagon as well. They are tasty. They're also very convenient because they come in this little packet and you get to eat several of them in the packet. They support gut health, energy, immunity, recovery, which is really important for me right now, beauty, and cognition. They have no artificial colors or flavors, and they are tasty. They taste like a fruit snack. I think they're better than fruit snacks because I'm not a huge fan of fruit snacks. My daughter fell in love with them right away. But they're actually very good. They're also vegan, nut-free, if that's important to you, dairy-free, and it's not messy at all. No green powders to mess with. You just get to eat a little fun snack packet, basically, that helps you feel great. Right now, you can get 52% off of Groons by clicking the link in my bio or scanning my QR code. All right, this is our schoolroom, and it's looking so cute. This is a little play area. Bean bags. DVD player, only one in the house, but Katie's been hanging up the letters. Oh, it's so cute in here. Oh, that's a good spot for the map, too. And the globe is over there. We're going to hang this read sign up. We're just using stuff we already had, but it's fun. We love this space, especially when they haven't destroyed it.
Yeah.
It looks cute. She's good at decorating stuff.
We can make some homemade posters, too. Today.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. We got a little bench here under the window where you can read books. All kinds of things. And then this is where some of the little kids do their work. Like I said, Katie and Belle works with them when she's here, when one of them are here. And then that's Noelle's desk. This is kind of the teacher desk. That's how sick I was.
Mommy.
That's Hope's desk.
I'm on the second one by putting the second, these letters on this one, the first line, so I have enough for the other words.
Oh, that's nice. You got a lot of books here. Are you reading Little House in the Big Woods? Do you guys like it when the big kids are at lessons? Mm-hmm. You do? Mm-hmm. I like how the little kitchen and store has a view of a pond.
We got that, this.
It's a good life. Yeah, let's make lunch. I've already had an outfit change today. Peace has already had an outfit change today. We're not doing good. Katie took the little guys outside for a while, and I'm sitting down in my room to edit. I have a nice little corner here. My room is beautiful. I showed you guys how I've somewhat decorated it a little bit. And oh man, that lighting's just not working with me. The view's the best part anyway, but we've got a little something going on. It's not so boring. And I think it's beautiful, actually. I don't like too much. But I had sent my mom a reel of some lady talking about how, you know how you're born with all the eggs you have for your life? Well, she was saying that your mother had all her eggs, which is you, inside of her. Wait, so yeah, when your grandma gave birth to your mom. So really you were in your mom. Does that make sense? In your grandma. And so whatever was going on during her pregnancy could impact your life. And I just thought it was a little mind-bending, but also, obviously I know, yes, that is probably true, that as the egg part of me was in my mother, in my grandmother's womb. Scientifically, that's true, I believe. But what's crazy is, so she was saying, what did your grandmother go through during her pregnancy that could impact you? And I was like, my maternal grandmother was in Kenya during her pregnancy with my mother. So my mom was like, that's so wild. If you don't know my story, my husband is Kenyan. We met in Kenya. And I love Kenya. I love everything about Kenya. I love the Kenyan people. Obviously, married one. My children are all half Kenyan citizens as well. And so it's just funny that my grandmother was in Kenya in my mom's pregnancy. She gave birth to my mom in Kenya. My mom was born in Kenya. And she was born, they were like in the bush. They were far. My grandpa, I think when when my grandma went into labor, my grandpa had to like ride his bike to a village to get help over a bridge like that was washed out. It was just, yeah, they have a wild story of their first child, my mother, coming into the world. And it's so funny when you hear that video and hear her take on things like, what did your grandma go through? Like, literally, I married a Kenyan. It's so wild. Anyway, let me get back to work. What did we do before social media and texting? We probably got a lot more done before that. Oh, brother. All right, I got a lot of my work done, and Katie's still here. So I'm gonna get started on dinner while I have the opportunity. And I wanted to show you guys, I need mayonnaise for dinner. And I wanted to show you my homemade mayonnaise recipe. A lot of you have asked about it. I have been making mayonnaise for like 18 years, but I went through a long season where I quit. It's frustrating to make mayonnaise when it doesn't turn out. And it was kind of always like, I don't know, 50-50, whether it would turn out nice and thick or not for me. And so I've made it for a while now in a row, and it turns out every single time. One time actually it did fail, and then I was able to recover it right away. And so I'm gonna share with you that because it's enough of an expense of the ingredients that you don't want it to fail. And I love that I finally got it right. So let me show you what I've been doing. First of all, this is what you'll need. I always make 2 batches at a time, but I like using these pint-sized jars and wide mouth. That's my favorite because I use an immersion blender. Immersion blender is super, super helpful. I think when I used to make it years ago when my kids were little, I rarely had it not turn out, but I would do the method where you slowly pour it in to a food processor or something like that. But this method is much, much easier of just pouring the oil in all at one time. And then I use avocado oil because it's tasteless. You can use olive oil, but it does have a much stronger taste. I use any kind of mustard. Today I'm using stone ground. Sometimes I use yellow mustard. Sometimes I use Dijon mustard. And then I like to use duck eggs. If you don't have duck eggs laying around, it's no problem at all. Find a bigger chicken egg, or you could use 2 smaller chicken eggs, but it does help to have a nice size egg. I use salt. I use lemon. Oh, the sun just went down behind a cloud. I use a lemon because I usually have one around, and it takes about half a lemon per jar. And since I always make 2, you could also use apple cider vinegar or just regular vinegar. I think it's about a teaspoon. And then I use salt too. So let me show you what I do. I start with a cup of avocado oil in a jar. So to clarify, in my experience, it is not the exact ingredients that make or break it. It is the method that makes or breaks it. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. So you can switch out the avocado oil for olive oil. Oh, I missed showing you one ingredient, but instead of the lemon, it's actually 1 tablespoon of vinegar that you could use. So before I pour in that cup, I am going to put in my egg. I like to put the egg in first. I'm gonna do that in both jars, and then that cup of avocado oil is going straight in the jar, the whole cup. Some people think mayonnaise is made out of dairy. They don't even realize it is no dairy in there. Eggs are not dairy. Some people don't even realize that. Dairy is items that come from the cow and her milk. Oh, he brought me more eggs, I bet. Okay, so 1 cup in there. Oops, I messed up a bit. Dumped it. Next up, I'm going to use the lemon. I have half a lemon in here, and I'm just going to squeeze that in. Otherwise, you could use a tablespoon of a vinegar, like I said. I'll do that one in each one. That one came from the fridge, so it's a little colder, which there's a method for my madness. I'm telling you that in a second. And then I'm going to do a teaspoon of mustard, which I picked brown. And this is, I believe this is more for flavor. And then a teaspoon of salt as well. My teaspoon has measuring on both sides. And then one ingredient I learned about from Mary's Nest. I love her. She is awesome. She's taught me several things that are very important in my life now. But she is the one that taught me to use whey. And so I always save the whey from the yogurt that I make every week. And I'll put 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put it in one of them. And what this does is it really makes my mayonnaise last a lot longer. I've never had it go bad since I started using whey in there. I didn't do it in one of them because I want to show you that it's not mandatory. You don't actually have to have that. You can make it just fine without it. It just makes it last longer in your fridge. And I know I'm going to use this one, or I'm going to use a lot tonight. I might use both of them. I can't even remember how much I need. But I will show you one with and one without, just for fun. So one of the methods that I use, I learned from a lot of research of failed mayonnaise, that having the ingredients all come to the same temperature makes a huge difference. So generally I will just put them all together like this and then wait about 5 minutes, somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. So since I'm doing 2 of them, I'll start one in about 5 minutes and then I'll go ahead and do the other one right away. You don't want to wait a long time. I've waited too long. That was the one I failed once. What I did when it failed, and that means it just didn't solidify well, it was too liquidy, I went ahead and cracked another egg in another jar. I poured all those ingredients in there, and because my eggs are already room temperature, I didn't have to really wait because all the other ingredients were about the same temp. But I went ahead and blended it together and it was great after that. So I just poured it on another egg. The 2 methods, one is just waiting that 5 minutes. The other method is to really wait, which I was doing that part. When you put the immersion blender in, you wait till it starts to really solidify up the jar all the way to the top before you lift it at all. And sometimes it can take a while, but you have to wait. If you start moving it up and down too quickly, you're definitely getting a liquid product and not an emulsified product. So I was always doing that part, but I wasn't waiting a little bit for them to come to the same temperature. And that has been the key for me almost every time. I hope that doesn't all sound very complicated because it really is not. And I can have mayonnaise, a new batch of mayonnaise in less than 10 minutes. So it is really pretty quick and easy and not hard work at all. Since we're a big family, I always just make a lot, but today I should have probably made 3. Okay, it's time to get started. If you have ever bought mayonnaise without seed oils, you know they're very expensive. And guess what? Sometimes when they say olive oil mayonnaise, it has olive oil in it and seed oils. All right. I'm gonna put this all the way down to the bottom of the jar. Maybe I can do it right in front of you here. And then I'm going to turn it on and hold it there for a long time. See, it's emulsifying already, but we want to wait till like it's almost done. On one side it looks done, the other side not so much. See this side? It's thick. Okay, so it's up enough now that I'm gonna raise it just slightly and put it back down. Just a bit. I can feel it's thick, which is good, a very good sign. But I want to see the rest of that oil look disappear and be emulsified. Okay, now I'm lifting it. It's almost all done, so I'm lifting it a little more now. Bringing it almost to the top. And it's getting harder to even push and pull because it's getting so thick, which is awesome. That's exactly what I want. Yep, we got a nice thick mayonnaise there. Perfect. It's like barely even, oh, I can hardly get it out. That's some good mayonnaise. Okay, I'm gonna do it with the other one really quickly and just show you that it also works with the whey just fine. And if you happen to have whey around, if I didn't have whey around, I wouldn't worry about it. This mayonnaise looks and smells very good. It's actually more flavorful than the ones you get in the store. It's that mustard. There we go. Eli and I were just laughing that the one with the whey over here actually even emulsified faster. So definitely works. You'd be surprised that when you add 2 tablespoons of liquid to it, it can still get emulsified that quickly. But yeah, it works. It works, and it's a cheap way to make a healthy product in your home and replace the store-bought. I especially love it since I started adding that whey, because then if it gets lost in the fridge for a while, or we don't use mayonnaise for a week, I'm never worried that it's gone bad. So that is a huge benefit if you happen to have whey around. Now let's make a couple of egg casseroles for dinner tonight. They're easy, they're cheap. Well, eggs are not cheap right now, so I hear. But really, when you think about it as a protein, a meat, is it really more expensive? I mean, it's still a good deal, right? Kind of. I'm gonna get my mixer out and start with 1 cup of this mayonnaise. Okay, next is 1 cup of milk. I'm gonna have to make more mayonnaise because that took a whole batch. Next up is 8 eggs. I'm using my water glassed eggs because I'd rather save my fresh ones for when we fry them or do soft boiled eggs, because these, the yolk will be more runny. And now we're doing 2 cups of cheese, shredded cheese. So next up I'm using a bag of frozen spinach. Eli picked spinach over kale, either work for me. And I'm just running water over it to thaw it and then squeeze it out as much as I can. And I'm gonna throw that bag in there. Okay, we're just gonna mix this together, and this will make one 9 by 13 casserole dish. And it's good, trust me. It's really good. My kids are excited that I'm making this again. But we have eggs and we have milk, so it's a perfect meal to make. Sometimes I grind up, oh, that one piece of spinach won't break up in there. Sometimes I brown sausage or put bacon crumbles in it, and a lot of times I just do it plain like this. I actually use avocado oil rather in my sprayer too, which does a great job. I'll link this down below because people always ask me about it. As you can tell, all the beautiful noise is back. All is right in the world. You read that whole book? That's great, Desi. Okay, I'm gonna put this, oh, that was cool. I'm gonna put this covered in the oven for 50 minutes at 400 degrees. Thank you, Eli. And then we'll bake it uncovered. I'm competing with a piano practicer. We'll bake it uncovered for 10 minutes at the end. So, 400 degrees. That's what I needed. More hands. Thank you, Eli. All right, now I'm gonna do that 2 more times. They're so pretty, even before they're cooked. I ended up making 5 batches of mayonnaise because I wanted 2 for the fridge, and I used 3 of them in those 3 egg casseroles. So we'll have this for the week, and I think if I keep making egg casseroles on Wednesdays, it's gonna be my mayonnaise making day. Look at my beautiful floor, isn't it clean? Oh, someone left their boots already. And the rug is beyond help, but it looks so nice in here. The kids are watching a little show. We have a tradition, once you read the book, you can watch the movie. And Noelle just finished Little Riders. I think that has a movie. 21 Balloons, that one has a movie. And then all of the girls finished Pippi Longstocking, which has a few shows that go along with the chapters of the book. So look how clean it is in here. Well, nobody can keep their stuff in their cubbies, but it looks so nice. Peace has been restored to this house. It smells good too. I always date everything around here. I go through a lot of masking tape. Eli just watched or read Around the World in 180 Days, I think it's called. And there's a movie for that. And he also just read The Hobbit. He read the whole book in one day. He's like, why didn't I read it before? It's so good. So I think he's already watched that movie with Belle, or they've started it. Dates. All right, these guys are going off to youth group. Fun times.
Those are close-up shot.
All right, Katie hung a few more things. Oh, so cute. I love the whole alphabet. There's the long sound vowels. Then she got up the presidents. These are placemats we used to have at our other house. Cursive, that's good. Presidents, a lot of my kids know all the presidents just from having that placemat. There's a couple maps. So cute, I love it. She hung this. Just makes you want to study, right? I think so. This is Seth's handiwork. So cool. Handiwork, you drew this. This guy's pants come up to his neck. So cute though. Was that Mario and his friends? Yep. My plan tonight was to go out, visit Grandma. Tomorrow's Noelle's 10th birthday. Wow. And I was gonna pick up her breakfast and lunch because I forgot to get them in my grocery haul, but I don't have a car for some reason. How it all worked out, I don't have a car. So I guess I'm home tonight, which is okay too. Someone else will pick up the breakfast and lunch, and I'll have to visit Grandma tomorrow. So glad I'm finally healthy enough to go visit Grandma. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Don't forget to check out Groon's amazing discount in the description box below. And we will talk to you in the next video. Bye. These are always so good. We serve it with hot sauce or ketchup sometimes. And the best part is if you have leftovers, it makes a great breakfast.